Good morning, gods and goddesses. It is me, Yamandi Adisa, the Alpha Empath, and I'm going to go ahead and keep it real with you guys today. So, I am having my goddess retreat June 26th through 28th. So, it's going to be this weekend, and Spirit has been preparing me for the things that I'm going to impart to those ladies. And I had to take a very good look at myself. I'm one of those kind of teachers that kind of leads by example and practices what she preaches. So if I'm going to tell my goddesses to do any motherfucking thing, I got to do it myself. And I was reminiscing on when I was married. I was reminiscing on when I was married and all the different phases that I went through while I was married. I went from idolizing my ex to demonizing my ex. And I finally got to the stage where I could humanize him. But as I went through those different stages, I began to recognize that I had to take accountability for why I had gotten into a relationship that destroyed my soul. What the fuck was going on with me? And a lot of women, they don't really love the man. And they can't love the man because they don't know who they are. You cannot love a man unless you first love yourself. Let me repeat this. Let me repeat this. You cannot love a fucking man unless you first love yourself. You see, Spirit has been dealing with me about what fornication means. And I'm a pastor's daughter. I'm actually a sixth generation PK, five or six. I don't know. You know, black people don't be knowing their family line and shit like that. But at least five or six generation for definite, okay? And I was dealing with this concept of fornication, and Spirit revealed to me that a fornicator is a person that has not taken the time, has not set their ass down long enough to sit still and hear the voice of their own divinity and marry themselves, marry their humanity with their own divinity. If you have not come in tune with your own divinity, if you do not have a personal relationship with your own God inside of you, you are a fucking fornicator. If you haven't had sex with your own essence, with your own divinity, and you going out here trying to fuck somebody else, you are cheating on your first love, which is always supposed to be yourself. It's always supposed to be yourself. And I made the mistake. I was looking from the two eyes instead of the one eye, because the one eye has you turn on the inside. But instead of that, I was looking with the two eyes because I was fucking a lost sheep. And I was looking for some man to complete me. That's what I was looking for. And I came into his fucking life with all my fucking codependency and shit like that. And then he promised me, he said, listen, I'm going to spiritually lead you. Listen, if I had a relationship with my own divinity, I don't need a man to spiritually lead me. But I did not. So I needed him to be my spiritual head because I hadn't put in the motherfucking work to lead myself. I have divinity within me just like he does. But I wanted to cast all my burdens upon him. Like he is my fucking idol. I was wrong. I was in violation. Not only did I do that, I also, because I cared so much about the image of marriage, well, I'm having sex with him, so I might as well get married now. That is what my fucking thinking was. How fucking shallow was I? Like literally, well, I'm having sex with him and I might as well marry him now. If I had really understood my own divinity, I would have understood that the act of having sex is marriage and a piece of paper ain't gonna make it better. That's what I would have fucking understood. If I understood who I was, I would have understood that I cannot allow a man to enter my temple if I am not energetically connected and aligned with him. I don't give a fuck if I am physically married to him. I am telling you guys, I swear to you with every fiber in my being that sleeping with the man that I was officially married to was a sin against my own soul, because he was never my husband. And he could never be my husband because I didn't know the husband within. If I had known the husband within, I would have recognized him when he came to me from the outside. But I didn't know him because I didn't know me. See, when you know your own masculinity, when you know your own divine essence of masculinity on the inside of you, when a man comes to you on the outside, you're going to be like, that ain't my master's voice. That ain't my master from the inside being materialized on the outside. So therefore, you can't come and worship in this temple. But here I was, stupid, dumb bitch that I was, sitting up here opening my legs to a man that was never supposed to be my husband. And my body kept telling me, my body kept rejecting him. Let me tell you something, ladies. Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't gonna fucking like what I gotta say here, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it all the way 100 with you. Let me tell you something. When a man is not energetically and spiritually aligned with your body, see, as the feminine energy is supposed, let me repeat this, the feminine energy is supposed to pursue her pleasure, and she is supposed to, she or he, because when I say that, men have feminine energy as well, okay? Feminine energy pursues desire. It pursues the desires of the heart, and masculine energy then produces the desires of the heart. But if you have not connected yourself and you are not in tune with your heart, your masculine energy is not going to have anything to produce. So when here I am sitting up here sleeping with this man, and my body was saying we reject him, my muscles wouldn't relax and shit, and he would say, you need to go ahead and take this dick. Lord, help me, Jesus. Okay. He would say, you need to go ahead and take this dick. And I thought, well, shit, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe something's wrong with me because I don't know how to take dick because my muscles is all tight and this shit is fucking painful. But because I had taken on the status of wife, I felt like it was my obligation and it was my duty to please him sexually, even though it was not pleasurable to me. And every time you do this shit, you are sinning against your own fucking nature. That is what you are doing. Well, Tiffany, I am his wife, and you know it's not lawful. It's not spiritual for a wife to hold herself back from her husband. Listen, if he was your real motherfucking husband, you wouldn't be trying to hold yourself back because you would open those legs gratefully and gleefully because you want him to be up inside of you because you know that him being up inside of you is Cassidy. It's your fucking heaven. That's what you would know. But you a fornicator. I had to go ahead and tell my vagina, look, bitch, I'm sorry. I am sorry for all those years that I endured painful sex so I could please a man that was never supposed to be up in me. I am sorry for treating myself bad and then having the audacity to be mad at him for treating me the same way that I treated myself. Actually, I'm thankful for him. I'm not bitter. I'm thankful for him, because if he had not given me so much pain, I would not been able to receive so much pleasure. You see, when you have been broken in a relationship, and men go through that shit too. Let me tell you something. There are so many motherfucking women that's running around here breaking men, but women do it differently. They don't typically do it in the marriage. They typically do it when he's a fucking child. Let me repeat that. If you got sons, ladies, don't fucking fuck your sons up emotionally. Don't do that shit. Because then he gonna go off and marry some woman and he ain't gonna have the emotional capacity to love her ass because you didn't fuck them up in childhood. Because again, you are a fornicator and you don't know who the fuck you are. Because if you know who the fuck you are, when you bring this little being into the plan, you're gonna understand and help him to understand who he is, not who you need him to be. See, some of these ladies, let me go ahead and turn these comments on because I ain't said good morning to no goddamn body. I'm just being rude. I'm sorry, y'all. Now, let me see. Okay, so good morning, Phoenix. Good morning, honey. How are you? Good morning, Audrey. Good morning. Good morning, Nia. How are you, honey? Good morning, Ashley. I don't know who this is, but morning to you too, okay? Good morning to you too. Who said this? I keep telling people that the act of sex is marriage. It is. It really is. So we all want to say, well, we don't want, we sinning if we ain't married. Motherfucker, when you fuck that last man or when you fuck that last woman that you didn't fucking physically legally married, you were married to them then. See, when you are a fornicator, what you end up doing is because you don't know who you are, you go about collecting pieces of yourself and you end up being like a fucking Frankenstein. That's what you end up being like. You do collect spiritual bodies and spiritual entities when you are a fornicator and you have not married your first love, which is your own divinity. So when a person gets you, you are actually a conglomerate of everybody that you didn't fuck, because you have no clue who the fuck you are. Who wants to fuck that? Who wants to fuck a fucking Frankenstein? The fucking Frankenstein better fuck the bride of Frankenstein, because I don't want this essence of a little bit of everybody. I want the divinity that you came into this world to express. That is what I want. That is what it means to be equally yoked. If you are not authentic, you cannot be equally yoked, because you don't know you and you are not going to be able to choose a proper choice for you. Authenticity is the way to equity. Authenticity is the way to bliss. You see, I had to get some shit corrected myself. Listen, if I am choosing to have sex with a man, he gonna have to please me with foreplay before I allow him to enter my temple. If you can't fucking please me in foreplay, if the foreplay game is trash, then I can already expect the dick to be trash. I can fucking expect it. If you ain't coming to give to me and foreplay, I am not. I'm gonna use my feet to African kick your ass in the motherfucking chest and be like, get the fuck up. You wasting my goddamn time. Get the fuck away from me. And then the same thing with women. Men sit up here dying every day, pouring his seed into her, and that bitch is dead. Men, you probably ain't listening, because I done probably already offended you. But listen, the sun has 200 moons, but only one is alive. You better find the woman that's fertile. You better find fertile ground. And I am not talking about her ability to give you some big head, ugly ass children. I am not talking about that. I am talking about her ability to pour into you and set your fucking soul on fire. That is what I am talking about. If she can't do that, why in the fuck are you giving her your life force? Why? Why the fuck are you fucking a zombie with your stupid ass? Every time a man ejaculates into a woman, he is giving her part of his life force. He is literally dying for her. So if you're going to die for a woman, make sure she is a woman worth dying for. Have you ever considered that? No, you haven't considered that, because you haven't set your ass down long enough to figure out who you are. You are a fornicator, because when you know who you are, when a person's energy come to you, you ain't going to keep their fucking energy. You know why I started the group, The Evolution of an Impact? Because I used to hold on to people's energy. And when you hold on to people's energy, you end up not being you. You have to learn how to transmute those things. And you can only transmute those things when you know what energies belong to you. You see, I counsel people all the time, and they will come to me and they will vomit their things on me. And it used to be a time a while back that they would vomit those things onto me, and I would morph into them. I would be feeling like them. But you see, when I began to understand my energy pattern and was committed to my energy pattern, I decided to no longer be an adulterer. See, I know what my divinity looks like. I know what my energy pattern looks like. So I'm not going to turn and go fuck another. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to keep your shit on me, because I understand that your energy pattern that is not mine is me being an adulteress. I understand that. See, when I violate my spirit and I know who my spirit is, I am adulterous. When I violate my spirit and I don't know who my spirit is, I am a fornicator. I am hoping that this makes sense to you guys. I am hoping this makes sense to you guys, because I know that it's a lie. Let me go to some of these comments over here again, okay? Good morning. I love how you talk, Christy. Good motherfucking morning to you too, gorgeous. I fucking love that shit. Don't know who this is, but whatever that means, I'm giving it back. Whatever that means, I'm giving it back, okay? Keep it 100. Thank you. I don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. My God, this woman is speaking it. My soul claps. My soul says hallelujah. Listen, you guys, when I had to apologize, I had to sit down and cry and tell my body, I am sorry for rejecting the knowledge that you gave me. Every time your walls would stiffen up and you couldn't relax during sex, my body was telling me, sis, he ain't it. But I said, I care more about the title of marriage. So I'm going to go ahead and give this duty booty, because I'm a fucking slave. That's who I am. And I'm obeying my false idol called Massa. That's what I'm doing. I'm a fucking slave. And the scripture says it. The scripture says that the heir differeth nothing from a slave. Nothing from a slave, even though he be under governors and tutors. You see, he has to come into the light, and the Father has to approve of him. His own divinity has to approve of him and say, oh, this is my only begotten son. You see, I had to go within myself, and my divinity had to look at me and say, yes, this is my only begotten daughter. That is when I became married to myself. And the marriage on the inside is going to reflect the marriage on the outside. You see, 78% of women do not have orgasms, and they are not fulfilled in marriage, and men ain't either. But everybody wants it. Everybody is preoccupied. Let's get married. What the fuck for? What the fuck for? Sit your retarded ass down and figure out who you are. Because all you're going to do is manifest some bullshit and then spend all of your energy trying to keep that bullshit together. When your spirit is calling out to you, marry me first. Stop being a fornicator. Marry me first. But for you healers, now let me go ahead and flip the script a little bit. For you healers who know who the fuck you are, and you start cheating on your own divinity for the sake of money, you are a goddamn adulterer. And your punishment gonna be worse. It's gonna be motherfucking worse. Because I've been checking to look at y'all motherfucking asses too. You know who the fuck you are, but you decide to cheat on your divine calling because you chasing money and you so motherfucking in love with money. I bind your stupid retarded ass. I sure do. I rebuke your ass. I don't even know where the fuck that's coming from, but I ain't feeling that shit at all. And I cast that shit down. It's retarded. Let me go ahead. Okay, it's been 16 minutes. I said I ain't going to be fussing at y'all for too long today. Listen, I am not going to be on Friday and Monday. I have my goddess retreat. I have a couple of spots left because I had to let some ladies go. Okay, so they're not going to be coming to the goddess retreat. Okay, so I have a couple of spots left. If you feel like you are the person that needs to come to the June goddess retreat, hit me up. Hit me up. I don't have a lot of bed space, so hit me up. Okay, so I love you guys, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. What's today? Today is Thursday. Yes, so I will actually see you guys tomorrow morning, but I will not see you guys on Monday. Love you, and I'll talk to you on Tuesday. Bye.